Welcome to Learning Bytes, short bites of information you can apply immediately. We're looking at the topic of unity, and we're into our 5th week on this topic, and we've been picking off one letter from each of the words, so we're down to the letter Y. As we look at that, for me, the letter Y sums up everything that is with unity, and that really comes down to you and your add on the extra bit. So let's have a look at that, should we? Unity needs to start with you. You are an integral part to how well unified your team is. You cannot determine how somebody else is going to act or react, only yourself. So you need to take responsibility for that. You need to take responsibility for that. But then as an organization, there are a whole lot of other people that you do need to be aware of, and we need to make it as easy as possible for them to be unified with you. And when we start to look at that, we've got your team, your staff, whatever you want to call them. How easy is it for your team and your staff to be aligned with your common purpose, your common vision, the goals that you have as an organization? Is the message well shared? Is it understood? Is it reinforced so that everybody knows that when they come to work, we're all working towards the same thing? That's the unity. So your team's working towards the same thing, and your team and you are serving customers. So are you aligned with your customers? Do you know what their success looks like and how you play a part in that? And as you look at your customers, what about your suppliers? Because you need your suppliers so that you can do what you can do, add the value you add so that you can serve your customers. Have you sat down with your suppliers to work out how they can work with you better? When you look at those 3 key elements, your suppliers, your team, your customers, is there unity in that? Is it well-oiled machine, as the saying often goes? But then we've got to take that a step further, because your business is in a community. What about your community? How well aligned are you with your community? Do you pay attention? Do you give back to the community where you draw your team from, where your business is based? So as you start to look at those elements, what about your community? What about your brand image and what it's saying about you? Is that a unified message that you're putting out there? Does it align and bring together all of the aspects of your business? And so as you start to look at this topic of unity, one of the great ways to start to think, are we unified in all that we think and say and do, is to look at all of the stakeholders that are involved and say, how would they see us? How would they rate us when we talked about unity? What would their impression be? Now, if you're not sure, you could ask them. And ask them for things like their impression. What words do you stand for? What appears to be important to you as a business from their perspective? And ideally, we would want your customers, your team, your suppliers, your stakeholders, your shareholders, the community that's around you, all of those people to be giving you the same word, the same theme should be coming through, so that they all see you from the same aspect. And that then says that you're unified in all that you're doing and the messages that you're putting out there. Everybody understands what's important to you, and as you get that clarity and that focus, you will find it is so much easier to move ahead. So really give some thought to that. How unified are you in each of the key elements, and work on that, and here's to your success.